coming back to my YouTube channel, and you are very welcome to another episode of Mastering the Arts. Actually, this is the first episode of Mastering the Arts, and I've just always wanted to say welcome to another episode of something. For today's video, I will be showing you guys kind of like my highlight and contour routine, because I don't have anything like that on my channel. Just in case you're not tired of seeing all the highlights and contour videos on YouTube, which I am sure there are like 5 billion, and you are interested in seeing how I do mine, then please sit down and keep watching. So anyway, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Primer Water just to bring some hydration and life to my skin. Next, I'm going to be using my primer just to make sure that my foundation lasts long and everything. For my primer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty primer. I think it's called Pro Filter Primer. I don't know the name, guys. I just know it's a primer. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to be taking 2 pumps of this on my hand. Oh my god, guys, I got primer on my lashes. Foundation, I'm going to be using the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. This is holy grail, guys. So I'm just putting my foundation all over my face, and if you're someone that has like really dark circles and it cannot be covered with foundation, then you can go ahead and do your color correcting. But I don't really color correct, like I hardly ever color correct, because I just feel like my foundations help me. Guys, never ever forget to take your foundation down your neck. Like, it's like major key. It's very important. Like, you don't want to be looking like an Oompa Loompa. So now that my face has been founded, I am going straight into highlight and contour. I'm going straight into highlight and contour. And for my highlight first, I will be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, another holy grail, and I'm using the shade Toffee. So I'm just putting some of it on my chin, a little bit on my Cupid's bow, because I feel like you don't need so much, such a little area, so you don't need so much on your Cupid's bow. Go in with the concealer under your eyes. So basically, I put like a lot under my eyes, but not everywhere under my eyes. Just meaning you guys saw the deep set line on my eyes, because that's basically where I need more coverage. So for the rest of my under my eyes, I just put a little every other part of my face, like this. I am not a fan of my forehead. I'm not really a huge fan of my forehead. I feel like I have a very weird forehead and it's kind of distorted, so like I don't really like bringing attention to my forehead. You know, a lot of people would draw like a lot, like the things on the face and everything, but I don't do that. I just put a little bit here and I'm good. Honestly, I'm good. If you have something that you don't want anyone to see, like say you have already structured face, contouring can just make you look like you're sick, because your face is already structured and you don't need to like do more, because you just look like a zombie that just died. Like if you have a really big forehead, you don't need to do the highlight. You can just contour around here, that shade around here to make your forehead smaller. So if you have issues with your face, you understand, like you don't have to do it like the way every single YouTuber does it. You understand? You don't have to do it the way every YouTuber does it. If there's something you don't like, you don't have to do it. Like if you feel like the shape of your chin right here, you don't like it, then you don't need to highlight that part of your face. Alright, enough talk. I am just going to start blending everything on my face, and I am using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. You can use any sponge you want to use. Also guys, when you are blending, I know a lot of people like doing like I don't know why people do that, but I don't know, maybe they feel like that's how they do it on YouTube. But remember, it's like made faster, so when you're editing, they make what they do faster. So when you're blending, you're basically pushing it into your skin, so you're tapping it like this. Also guys, I wanted to point out that I don't know if you can notice, but my nose already looks contoured without having to use any contour shade, and that is because my highlight, I took it up to this part of my nose right before where I will contour, you see. So every part of my nose is highlighted, so basically I don't need to contour, because sometimes contouring your nose can be so stressful, and if you usually have the issue of like having very harsh nose contour, guys, this is the key. Just highlight every other part of your nose, and yeah, you're going to get yourself a contoured nose. Now I'm just going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Mahogany to also contour my cheekbones. And guys, I'm not going to contour my nose with cream or anything, because I feel like my nose is contoured enough. So yeah, little dots, because this is really dark. I think that's fine. Next, I shall be setting my highlighted part of my face using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Guys, it is so important to set every cream stuff you do, unless maybe you have like really dry skin, but whenever you use cream, you have to set it with powder, just so that it won't move. Next, I'm just going to be dusting off the excess powder, because I really don't feel the need to bake. I don't really bake, so yeah, just going to dust off the excess powder from my face. So I am going to still be blending my face using my finishing powder, and presently I'm using the Black Opal Deluxe finishing powder in the shade 04 Dark, and I'm just going to be using this to set my entire face and also blend everything together. And guys, if you want to avoid flashback, let me just tell you like the major key and the way to avoid flashback when doing highlight and contour. When I say flashback, I mean when you take flash photography or a photo with flash, and then you remember when like sometimes you could have like where you highlighted could like really be pronounced, and it would just spoil your entire photo. And imagine if your enemy like gets a hold of that photo, you know. So you don't want that. So anyway, so major key is to, one, do not use someone like my shade. You can't be using something like benign banana powder, which is for Kim Kardashian. You can't be using that. You have to use something that is closer to your shade, made for your skin shade. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't use something that is too light. Just use something that you know is kind of made for your color and your shade. This Sacha Buttercup is made for dark skin, but to tell you the truth, it's not made for the darkest of skins. Like, I know I'm dark, but obviously I'm still high up in the dark stage. So yeah, there are a lot of people darker than me and they cannot use such a buttercup. Same goes for me. I can't use something like the Benite banana powder. So yeah, it depends. Like some people that are really really dark, maybe as dark as someone like Nima Tang, she can actually use like my shade to set her own highlight. So that's how it is. First tip, don't use something that is too light for you. And second tip, make sure you always go over your highlight with your finishing powder, which is your skin tone. This will just blend everything, and I mean guys, everything together, and you will never have that issue of flashback. I can't remember last time I had a flashback with when I highlighted and contoured, because I've just always been doing this. So guys, remember I never actually set my contour, the cream contour I did. So right now I will be setting it, and I shall be using the CoverGirl bronzer in the shade Ebony Bronze. Also contouring under my chin. I don't really contour like my forehead, to be honest, because I don't know, I just feel I'm fine without it. Honestly, you don't have to do everything. You don't. Next, I shall be blushing, and I'm going to be using the MAC blush in the shade Burnt Pepper. And you just put your blush at the apples of your cheeks like so. Guys, let me tell you something. The secret to beautiful contour is actually blush. Blush just gives you dimension on your face. Like, it just adds some more structure. Like, some days, even if I'm not highlighting and contouring, I just always use blush, because blush just adds some kind of dimension to your face and just makes it cute. And finally, for highlight, I am going to be using this glow kit by Zikel Cosmetics. It's a Nigerian brand. So nice. I really like it. I'm going to be using the shade Mimosa. So I'm just highlighting my cheeks. And one thing I like doing is, recently I just started doing that, is I take like my highlight, instead of taking it straight down, I take it like this. Just, I feel like it kind of lifts up my face, like my cheekbones. I don't know, but I really like doing it on my Cupid's bow. Then with a fan brush, I'm just going to take some of the Mimosa shade, and I'm just going to put it on my nose. Finally, just to complete the look, you're going to be using some setting spray to just set your face. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray.